You are the chosen one.
Welcome back to Chosen One Studios. Again, I'm Corinne, your host, and we're once again playing Ys 1 and 2 Complete. Well, Eternal. I'm not going to go into that. Regardless, here we go. Adol is in the field. Now, you don't have an attack button. What you gotta do is run into enemies off-center. If you run into them directly on-center, they hit you. So, it's a little bit harder than it sounds. I mean, I'm doing pretty good here, but do keep in mind that I have beaten this before. So this is definitely not a blind. And the second game keeps up this same thing. One thing that I really like about this game is the EXP bar that you can have always on screen shows you how much until your next level up, not just showing you how much EXP you've gained, which I've always found pretty useless. As you can see also, the blood is pretty extreme. It stays there for a while till it fades, but this music is so incredibly epic. I mean, there's no way to not notice how awesome this music is. There's lots of things to be found. Obviously right now, we're supposed to be going to Minea Town, but I wanted to show off some of the combat, which you've now seen. And, let's see, I admit a lot of this will be me finding stuff again, as it's been a while since I've played, though I have played it before. If this was Morning Song, then there'd be no question she'd know where everything was in 5 seconds. She's actually the one that inspired me to start playing these games, as she grew up with the TurboGrafx version, if I recall correctly, and ended up telling me about it when she showed me the DS version, and I helped her beat Petrorex, and after that, the Ys bug bit me too. Looks like we can't quite get over there yet, though, or I'm just being a moron, so we're going to continue on this path a little bit. There are some items you can find on the field, which I was hoping I'd be able to show some of them off. As you can see, we've gotten some good amount of experience, and that's Minea up there. It's pretty hard not to find Minea, if you're even vaguely trying to. That guy could actually kill me, though, so I'm not going to fight him. Although one thing you'll notice, if I just stand still, my health grows back. In some later games, there would be items that would allow you to do that. You don't get to do it by just sheer sake of existing. And that says Minea Gates just ahead. We'll be visiting that in just a moment. I'm just wanting to make sure this doesn't say anything else. Yeah, and then it says how far Barbado Port is, where the Gate of Minea is. And we're going to finally get going to Minea, because that's the next place we're supposed to be going. And why not continue the plot? Also, you heal in towns, too. You just can't be actively fighting for a little bit in order for your meter to restore. So, Adol the Red, pretty awesome man, has a sword. Which I find it rather amusing. He doesn't have the sword till you equip one, but he always has the armor. And here we are in Minea Town. Mister, are you a swordsman? You know, that fortune teller lady's been looking for a traveling swordsman. Please go and see her. And that's another person telling me that. The fortune teller's house in the southwest corner of town. Please go see her. Since we really need to get anywhere in the game, we're going to be doing that rather shortly. First, though, we're just going to go around visiting some places. There's not really a lot we can do here, but we can talk to the shop owner, Pim, who actually plays a role also in Ys 4. What will you do? You can buy or sell, and the things you can buy are a sapphire ring, a wing, or a mirror. Wings teleport you around. It'll warp you back to town from anywhere. We won't really be needing that, though. The mirror has the power to stop demons in their tracks. It's very handy, but if you use it too much, it'll shatter. So it shatters randomly. There's one spot in the game a lot of people like using it. I never really have a use for one, but I'll be getting one later to fill out my inventory. But for now, no thanks. And the sapphire ring, he says, would be great to get you a girlfriend. He bets it would make her really happy. That's all the money we have right now, and I don't even have a shield yet. So, sorry Pim, we'll visit you later. That ring will come in handy. Johann, before the demons showed up, we used to play under this huge tree on the plain, but we can't now. The grown-ups won't let us go outside of the town halls anymore. If I could just climb that tree one time, I'd never need to climb another one again. That tree will also be very important. My father is the mayor of Zeptic village to the north. Something really has been weighing on his mind lately. When I last saw him, he was muttering the villagers mustn't hear of this. Please, if you go to Zeptic village, would you talk to him? And of course we will be doing that. This is so unlike him. What could have happened? You must not enter that old mine if you value your life. The demons there are extremely powerful. Fortunately, they never venture outside. Supposedly, they can't stand daylight. I can't imagine anyone who would want to go to such a place. Well, it'll be us later. Not quite yet. Hans, I saw him find a ring on the ground the other day. Took it straight to a store and put it on his shelf to sell. What kind of a lowlife would just sell something he found like that? Pim. I guess he doesn't feel like he has to. Fauna. On the other hand, side of the northern pass, there's a huge bowl-shaped crater known as Bagu Badet. Lately, thieves have been coming from up there and making trouble. Common walls keep the demons out, but not the thieves, it seems. Oh yes, and she wants to remind me about that we need to see Sarah, which, don't worry, we will be seeing Sarah. And here is Lair. Her real name is Rhea. She would like to tell us that someone has stolen her silver harmonica. It's very important to her, and without her, she doesn't know what she'll do. Don't worry, we'll be getting that back for her. It'll actually be a fairly important plot point. And from here and back there, we can see the Tower of Darm, or Hell's Tower, Devil's Tower. It has a couple different nicknames, but its real name is Darm's Tower. Beautiful, breathtaking landscape, just really. It's just gorgeous. Also, if Rhea looks vaguely familiar, I will be calling her Rhea instead of Lair, then bonus points for you. Arshel, my big brother worked in the mines till he was attacked by a demon coming out of the tunnels. He barely survived. He tried to fight back using his mattock, but it looks like it wasn't enough. Poor people. Still, he escaped with his life, and that's the important thing. Yeah, I definitely agree. And here is Klaus's clinic. What can you do? You can be healed, you can buy medicine. We're just going to talk to her now. People are always getting hurt, and Dr. Klaus went to make a house call in Zeptic village, so they don't have a doctor. Zeptic is very important, obviously. People keep mentioning, oh, I forgot there's some people over here in bed, all nice and wounded up. I get hurt, someone attacked me in my own home. He hit me from behind, so I didn't see his face, but I'll bet anything it was those damn thieves. They stole the silver shield that's been in my family for so many generations. I had it tucked away in the corner of the old storeroom, though. I'm sure it wasn't too valuable. First demons, then thieves. There's no place around here anymore. Safe around here anymore. Poor Kane. Someone help me. This dog's a rebull. And he's asleep. He's just having a bad dream. Same bad dream no matter how many times you talk to him, apparently. The wild dogs out in the field are called rebulls. They're very fast, so be careful of them. I got surrounded by them once. I managed to get away and run out in the field. Run out to the big tree in the field. For some reason they stopped and wouldn't come any closer. That's why I got away with my skin intact. But I wonder what stopped them. I'm glad to have escaped. That would have been a pretty horrible death. He's right. That tree will be helping us out later, too. Probably in the same way a couple times. As you can tell, I'm not perfect. It's a whole off-center dashing thing. Running diagonally is really good, too. As you can see, I'm trying to practice that skill a lot even when I don't need to. But it's not perfect. Julius, not long ago I saw a stranger in town wearing a black cape. It was weird. It glowed this pale blue color. Maybe it was my imagination, but still, he was really creepy. Maybe that cape man is the thief people have been talking about. He's sort of our PR villain for this game, though. Kind of a creepy guy, creepy bastard. He'll be shown a lot more in East 2. My mother and grandmother say they want to go back to their old home, and they look so sad. Why? I wonder why. When the bats are gone, can we go then? We used to live in Raston Village, that is, until the demons destroyed it. We used to live in... can you tell me that again? Bats venture out of the mine when the sun sets, and they're ferocious. They'll attack anything, human or livestock. They're the ones that destroyed Raston Village. And we're going to be fighting the mother of all those bats, and his name is Vagulian. But Ari and I take to calling him Batbrain or Batbutt. Cornell. Sarah has been acting rather strange lately. She's been saying these weird things about the end of the world. I hate when the people don't have anything to double talk about. It makes you frustrated because you spend all that time. And we're just going to do a little bit more before... Lots of tales about Asterion. My favorite one is about a silver sword that was used to defeat an army of demons in ancient times. A very important sword, which we'll be getting later. We're very lucky to have Dr. Klaus around. He's very good at making effective medicine. He's always quick to show up when there's an emergency, too. Such a good man. I saw this really good-looking guy. He was wearing this black cape that looked so good on him. I didn't try to talk to him, though. Something about his eyes was kind of scary. You're not bad yourself, but younger than me. Yeah, Adel kind of picks up a different woman every game. He is the James Bond of JRPGs. Or J-Action RPGs, or something similar to that. When the demons started attacking, many people moved here from Raston and Barbado. Yes, Minea is protected by the town walls, but we can't just shut ourselves away in here. We have to find some way to eliminate the demons. The demons weren't bad enough, and now we have all these robberies to contend with too. I swear, it's one thing after another. And it is. Thankfully, Adel the Red is here. Minea has an ancient history. They say its walls here were built a very long time ago. It seems a miracle that people would be able to build such huge stone ramparts like these. And they are pretty impressive. I don't know about a miracle. Haystack. On a day like this, when the weather is good, you can see Darm's tower from the ramparts. It's amazing that our ancestors were able to build a tower that stretches up beyond the clouds. Yeah, definitely no references there. Ever since the silver mine was closed, the cost of living has gotten a lot higher. Still, it's not like we could actually sell any silver thanks to the storm barrier. Needs to have to come before it wants, you know? And she's entirely right. So now, since we already have a weapon, armor is definitely important. Dios welcomes us here. We'll talk to him really quick. High quality armor will improve your chance of survival even more than a good sword. They say the best defense is a good offense, but if you let yourself get overwhelmed, you're done for. And he's entirely right. So we're gonna start off, let's see, how expensive are all these items? Yeah, no. Then we'll start off with the basic small shield. Made of reinforced wood, it's light and easy to use. And we'll just have that bought and leave. So now we're gonna go into our equipment by pressing E. Gonna go over to shield. And now, we've got a shield. Increases our defense by 5, so now we're at defense and a strength of 15. And as you can see, now I'm carrying a shield. And now you know where that icon came from. So now, let's see, not your house. We want to go over to... Actually, before we go too much farther, just while we were in the area, let's visit the weapon shop. And let's see here. We've got some pretty good swords here. It's the same kind that the Barbado militia uses. I've got even better swords for real combat, though. Why don't you have a look? And we'll just take a look at those weapons. The longsword and the talwar are both really, really good, but I don't think we have enough money for the longsword right now. Nope. And the talwar, we'll be able to get one of those for free later. Just a matter of knowing when to come to the right place in the game. But now we're done with that. We've done everything we can do in town before we do it. So let's talk to Sarah. Oh, you are not from Asteria, correct? Did you come here by crossing the storm barrier? Goddesses, thank you. I've waited so long for this day. You are the one for whom I've been searching. Please outfit yourself with the equipment becoming a swordsman, then come back to see me. I must beg a favor of you. So, we have a sword and a shield, but we don't have any armor, so she won't give us the time of day. So let's check what the cheapest armor costs. It's actually a detail I did not remember, I'm embarrassed to admit. And we'll just click past you, buy armor. So what do you want? Let's see. Reflex is oddly the best in the game, so is plate mail and chainmail aren't bad by any means though. We can almost just afford the chain armor though. So we'll be running into 1 or 2 enemies outside, and in fact I'll just cut that, so I'll be right back with you.